It was past midnight when Armin slammed his laptop shut, his heart sinking as the words, "We regret to inform you," flashed through his mind for the 100th time. He felt empty, surrounded by silence, failure, and a room full of unfinished dreams. In that moment, he whispered, "Maybe I'm just not meant to succeed." But deep down, he knew this breaking point could become the start of everything.
Welcome to Wonder 5, where stories come alive.
Armin had always dreamed of doing something meaningful with his life. He wanted to create, to inspire, to make something that people would remember. But dreaming was the easy part. The hard part was doing the work, consistently, honestly, and without excuses. Most days looked the same. He woke up motivated, but by afternoon distractions swallowed his time. His phone buzzed nonstop. Friends called him out. Social media pulled him in like quicksand. Hours disappeared, and the work remained untouched. When night came, guilt wrapped around him like a heavy blanket, and he promised himself, "Tomorrow will be different." But tomorrow never was. Rejection emails piled on his screen like scars, each one cut deeper than the last. He wondered why others were growing, succeeding, breaking limits, while he stayed stuck exactly where he was. Days turned into weeks, and the voice of doubt grew louder, saying, "You're not good enough." Then came that night, the night of the hook. The room was dark, small, suffocating. Armin stared at his reflection in the black screen of his laptop. He looked tired, lost, almost unrecognizable. For the first time, he faced the truth. He wasn't failing because he lacked talent. He was failing because he had stopped trying. The memory of an old mentor resurfaced. The mentor had once said, "When you reach the point where giving up feels easier, that's when your real journey begins." Armin didn't understand it then, but sitting in that silent room, he finally did. The next morning, he changed one thing, just one. Instead of snoozing his alarm, he sat up. His eyes were heavy, his body resisted, but he forced himself up. He cleaned his desk, opened his notebook, and rewrote his goals. Not vague dreams, but real steps. Work 2 hours a day, create something daily, seek advice from people better than him. And he stuck to it. The first day was uncomfortable. The second day was frustrating. By the third day, he wanted to quit. But every time the thought came, he remembered that dark room, that sinking feeling, that whisper of failure. He refused to go back. Slowly, things started changing. His ideas became clearer. His work improved. He found confidence in small wins, finishing a draft, recording a clean sample, getting a simple, "good job" from someone he admired. He reached out to mentors with shaky hands. Some never replied. Some said they were busy. But one message changed everything. "Let's talk tomorrow." That short call opened a door he thought was permanently closed. The mentor was strict, straightforward, and brutally honest. He pointed out Armin's flaws, but also his potential. He didn't give motivation, he gave direction. He didn't say, "You will succeed." He said, "If you work, you might." Armin left that call with fire in his chest. For the first time, he wasn't dreaming of a perfect future. He was building a real one. Every day after that, he worked harder than the last. He studied more, practiced more, failed more, but he kept going. Then came the invitation, a small local event, nothing big, but for Armin, It felt like the world had called his name. He prepared for weeks, replaying every step again and again. When the night finally arrived, he stood backstage with trembling hands and a racing heart. Doubt whispered, "What if you fail again?" But he stepped on to the stage anyway. The lights warmed his face. The crowd fell silent. His voice quivered at first, but then something beautiful happened. He stopped performing and started feeling. He poured years of pain, hope, rejection, and resilience into his performance. And when he finished, the applause wasn't loud. It was heartfelt. Someone told him, "Your story." I felt it. Another said, "Don't stop whatever you're doing." That night, Armin understood something powerful. Success isn't measured by numbers or fame. It's measured by courage. It's measured by the moments you refuse to quit. Over the next months, everything shifted. He improved rapidly. People started noticing. Small opportunities grew into bigger ones. Mistakes became lessons. Rejections turned into redirection. But the greatest change happened inside him. He no longer feared failure. He no longer envied others. He no longer waited for the perfect moment. He worked every single day, even when he was tired, even when he was uninspired, even when no one was watching. He realized that the night he almost gave up was the night he was reborn. His journey wasn't easy. It wasn't quick. It wasn't perfect. But it was real. And now when someone asks him how he succeeded, he simply smiles and says, "I didn't give up when it was hard. I gave my best when it was easiest to quit." And that's the message Armin carries today. Your struggles don't define you. Your persistence does. Your failures don't end you. They shape you. And your breakthrough might be one brave decision away.